Renner Mills, Minnesota Vikings. Just want to win one before I die.
Dalton Zongrecker, Dallas Cowboys. Just trying to earn a little respect.
Lane Cooter, the conductor of the Baker train.
What is up, everybody? Welcome in. Ooh, we're a little off here. I'll put myself in the middle. There we go. We are here today.
Brenner likes to be in the middle.
I do. I like the sandwich. We are gathered here today to give you, the people, our top 3 breakout fantasy football players or sleepers or just top 3 fantasy football players to keep an eye out for. However you want to word it, whatever you want to use to word it, that's what we're here to do. We each have 3 players. We're each going to give our third, then our second, then our first. We'll go in order. It'll be a great time. Before we do any of that, like the video, subscribe to the channel. We appreciate you. Help small channels grow to big channels if you do that. So let's do that. All right, let's get underway. Do you want me to go first?
Spoon start it.
Oh, you want me to go first?
So we'll go spoon me Dalt, spoon me Dalt. So go that way. We'll go left.
Spoon me, Dalt.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's too good.
Somebody
glad that worked out,
please.
So glad
that worked out.
I'm glad that worked out too. Spoon, you have the floor. Give your third player, please.
All right. So my third player is one that you're not gonna like, but it's fine. I don't care. It's Roma Dunze.
Mm-hmm.
He's my number 3. So my thing with Roma Dunze is that right now, obviously, it's a Ben Johnson offense. So if you're looking at last year, Detroit finished with 2 running. So Ben Johnson is just a fan. Like, he can make so many people fantasy relevant. And he did that. I mean, if you just look at last year, he had 2 running backs that finished in the top 20. He had the number 6 tight end in fantasy points. Now let's look at the wide receivers, though. Detroit had 2 wide receivers finish in the top 13 in fantasy points last year. That obviously being Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jameson Williams. Roma Dunze is coming in his second season, and he's also the wide receiver 2 right now on the depth chart. And with him going 36th overall as the wide receiver, I mean, it's not impossible to say he finishes top 20 in fantasy. I know that Brenner doesn't like that, but I don't think it's an outrageous statement. He could easily finish top 20, top 25. And right now you're getting him as a 36th wide receiver. I think that's great value. And I think he has potential to easily finish up there.
Cool.
So,
I'm not here to tear anybody's thoughts down. I'm not here to argue.
was-
I'm here to give my top 3, no matter how wrong Spoon is.
Okay.
So my number 3 player is a guy who was hurt last year, a guy who I think will be force-fed the ball a lot. His ADP is currently 40, and I think he could be a top 10 overall player in fantasy football next year. I'm talking about Rashee Rice. I think this man could absolutely blow the up. He had 24 catches on 29 targets, 2 touchdowns, and almost 300 yards in 3 games last year. Had an average of 21.5 PPR points per game healthy last year. If that carries over and that's a weekly thing, I mean, 20 points a game out of any receiver is first round worthy. So I think Rashee Rice is going to be my number 3 guy.
Okay.
I like it. He actually just missed my list. So
with my number 3, I am gonna go, and honestly, mine aren't even in a particular order.
Okay.
But my number 3 is Elijah Arroyo, the tight end in Seattle. With them releasing Noah Fant, I believe Elijah is the projected tight end 1 in Seattle, and I don't. What?
I was just say Sammy likes safety blankets.
Yeah. So don't really have much more to say other than that for him.
Cool. Spoon, back up. Number 2.
So my next guy is a deep target.
Deep target. So back. Are we talking like?
We're talking like the
last 3
37th
rounds?
running back off the board.
Ooh, 37th running back off.
Yes,
the board.
and that is Tajay Spears. So I think he has the potential to be a big breakout this year. Let me go. I just had it pulled up, and I'm so mad that I freaking pulled off of it.
He was one of my early candidates for this list. He did not make my list, spoiler, but he
so
was a very early candidate.
My
for
thing
my
with him
list.
is he did deal with some injuries, especially at the like kind of midway through the season. But he finished his last 3 weeks in fantasy. He put up 27 fantasy points, 21 fantasy points, 13 fantasy points. He has the potential to do that on a week-to-week basis. Obviously, we just saw it at the end
Would
of
be
last season.
huge.
I do think that Tony Pollard is not a clear-cut RB1. I didn't even think he was whenever he was in Dallas. So I just think that if Tajay Spears can stay healthy, I mean, he could be he could finish in the top 20 as a running back.
Yeah, he could be good.
He's going 37th overall right now.
Yeah.
So
he could easily be a top 20 player.
It's another value pick.
If everything plays out right, absolutely.
Yep.
I got a guy for my number 2. It was a big name that I was quite surprised to see going so low. And current ADP of 73 overall, barely a top 75 fantasy player, and I just don't see it. He's had some injury stuff in the past, which could be why, but every season that he has been healthy, he has had 120 targets. He has had a top 31 fantasy season overall players, and that's Chris Godwin. Spoon. Baker is going to feed this man, and that man is going to feed families for generations to come. And I know they have Mike Evans, but Mike Evans is the touchdown guy. Godwin has always been the receptions guy. So in half PPR and PPR formats, Chris Godwin, when healthy, I mean, just wide receiver 1 every week. He's gonna feed. He's gonna help you win a fantasy title, and he's currently going ADP 73. ADP 73, barely a top 75 player.
It's just the injury.
I agree. There's a thing there. But I think the risk is worth the reward, because if he stays healthy, boy, oh boy, he's going to feed families. Dalt, I'll let you throw your number 2 player out there.
My number 2 player is another tight end.
Wow, going tight end heavy.
Going to the Denver Broncos. Talking about Evan Ingram.
Yep.
Sean Payton, we know, is a very heavy tight end guy.
Yeah.
And I think Evan Ingram could be posed to have a really breakout year. In 2023, he had 230 fantasy points that year, which is kind of crazy for a tight end. And he's just kind of been building since 2021. 2021, he had 101 PPR, and going from that to 230, and like I said, just
doubling his points.
Working with Sean Payton's gonna help him out a lot.
Yeah, he's gonna play that Jimmy Graham, that Vernon Davis style role in the offense. It could be very big. It could be very bad. It could be very big. We don't know until we know. I will say that Bo Nix is as good a decision maker as there is in a young quarterback. He is very efficient with getting the ball out. Now, he may not be great with reading the field, but if he sees his target, he throws to his target every time. Now, whether that's a good decision or a bad decision, I know I say he's a good decision maker. I meant he's a very efficient decision maker, so I should have said that. Mm-hmm. But that could be very good for tight ends, because a lot of quick passing, a lot of up the seam stuff. So we'll see. I like it. Spoon, who is your number 1 fantasy player on this list?
So I want to give a shout out to the guy that just missed my list, and that's Jaden Higgins, going as the 55th wide receiver off the board. I'm very, very high on him. I think that that's great value. I think that, right now he's not. If you look at their depth chart, he's not a starter at the moment. But I do think that by the end of the season, he will be a starter. He'll
make his way up there.
He will probably be the clear-cut 2, and you'd be getting him. He's literally a last pick for your team right now if you're in like a 10-man league. So I think that the value is just tremendous there. But I kind of went with a cop-out. I'm not going to lie. I went with a typical guy that I think everybody's probably high on to have a very big season this year, and that's Marvin Harrison Jr.
God, I thought you were gonna say Bucky Irving. I was like, no way, we have a Bucky Irving on the show.
No, I couldn't leave him off. He finishes the 26th wide receiver last year. I think it's still only up from here. I think he finishes at the end of the year as a top 15 wide receiver. Right now, he's being drafted as a wide receiver 2 on your team. And if I had Marvin Harrison Jr. as my wide receiver 2 on my fantasy team, I'm telling you right now, I would be ecstatic. I would be so happy to have him as my wide receiver 2.
Yep.
He didn't.
Absolutely.
Because the thing is everybody keeps saying that he had a bad rookie season. He really didn't.
He didn't. We've just been spoiled by rookie wide receivers lately. We've had the Justin Jeffersons, the Jamar Chases, the Puka Nakuas. We've been spoiled. He did okay. He had like 800 and some odd yards. 8
touchdowns.
8 touchdowns.
I think that it's only up from here. So I think I would watch. I mean, he has the potential to finish as a wide receiver 10. I believe. Like I think he could easily finish as the wide receiver 8, or wide receiver 9.
Absolutely.
And I think he's being drafted right now as like the 23rd wide receiver off the board or something like that. That's
a great pick. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it, and I like it a lot.
All right.
So I'll give a shout out to a guy who barely missed my list. A deep cut, kind of like your Spoon. Jalen Wright. I think he is primed to be Raheem Mostert's actual replacement now. Achane had a top 5 fantasy running back season, and he barely got more than like 12 touches a game. So they're going to need a guy to come in, carry the load, be the short yardage goal line running back. Right, I believe it's 5'10", 230. So he's that bigger build. He's got 4.3 speed. He's fast. He's bulky. Fits the Miami offense. I think he is primed to have a breakout year. But my actual number one.
I was going to say, I mean, Miami's proven before that they can
support 2 running backs.
They can support 2 fantasy running backs.
Absolutely.
They didn't do it last year, but they did it the year before. So.
Yeah, McDaniels can do it. He's an offensive genius.
So I don't hate that at all.
But my number one player is a huge name that had a bad season last year. And because he had one bad season, people are dropping him down to ADP 27. He's being taken as the 27th player, Tyreek Hill.
Yep.
Okay. This dude has the upside to be a top 3 fantasy football player overall. And he's going at almost 30th?
Or is he washed?
That's what people are saying. I don't think he's washed. I don't think he washed.
Nope.
I don't think you wash that quick. I think that Tua being hurt him a lot. And I believe
Justin Jefferson had no problem.
Justin Jefferson's a different animal. Justin Jefferson is Justin Jefferson. That's a different story. Okay. JJ,
I'm so happy that you bring him up because literally on my short list that I made before we did this, I had Rashid Rice on it. I had Tyreek Hill on it. So I mean, you're not like this is completely something that I agree with you with. Like he is he's being
undersold. Like I would understand like 12th ADP. I would understand like 15th. All right, cool. Mm-hmm. He has the potential to bust, but he's gonna be a wide receiver too. Like he's gonna be that at least.
Well, and that's the thing too, is that like similar to Marvin Harrison, Tyreek is being drafted right now as your team's wide receiver 2 in most leagues. And I'm gonna tell you right now, if I got Tyreek Hill as my wide receiver 2,
stoked.
Yeah.
Like in a 10-man league, he should be going second round every time. Like he shouldn't make it into the third round.
But yeah, right now with his ADP, he's
27th overall, which means there are some people taking him in the 4th round in 10-man leagues.
Well, he's I'm looking on Sleeper. He's going 26th overall. So even in a 12-man league, he's going at the beginning of the 3rd round.
Yeah. But there's still the people who are taking him in the 1st round, right? So to average that out, there are people taking him in the 4th round probably, and so he's just all over the board. And I think he should be a consensus top 20 player, if not top 15. I understand the he could be washed scenario, but he's going to get 150 targets, so it won't matter. They're going to feed him the rock. So even if he's washed, he's going to get 150 points out of receptions anyways. So not 150.
Yeah, just to give you an example, he's being drafted behind Jackson Smith and Jigba. I would take Tyreek Hill over him this year. He's being drafted behind.
JSN is my top bust.
He's
Overhype. Like,
oh, he's your top bust.
like he is my overhype. So hold on, real quick. I want to bring this up.
I literally-
Tyreek Hill in a terrible for him season with no Tua for half the year, ranked 18th. So top 20 all day.
I said like 2 weeks ago that JSN was one of my top bust candidates. You're sitting there arguing with me about it. I'm like,
Was
yeah,
I?
dude. Yeah, you were.
No way.
You were
You're
like-
tripping. You're
swear
tripping.
I did because you were just
You're-
like you said. What was your? You said, yeah, he's the wide receiver 1 now. I'm like, yeah, but he's never been the wide receiver 1.
No. You're tripping. You're tripping. What I said was last year he had those stats because he wasn't the wide receiver 1. That's what I was saying.
That's what I said. I was
then
like,
then we were agreeing because I firmly believe he had those stats because he had DK Metcalf on the other side of him, and now that he's going to be getting all the ones and having to play outside more often, he's not going to succeed as well.
okay.
I mean, he'll do fine.
Because literally, if we made a list, remember I was telling you my top 3 potential like bust candidates or
You would be number 1.
people to have a down year is what it was, I believe, in our group chat.
Oh, we're gonna do that video.
We are going to do that video. Well, now
gonna
it's
do
too
that
late
video.
because we've already talked about it.
You got to pick somebody else.
He was clear. He was the one that I said, "Oh yeah, this is my clear cut, like number 1 dude."
Me and
that
Spoon
I
are
would,
gonna have to rock paper scissors for JSN on our list.
I was like, he is my number 1 like bust candidate.
No, I agree with you on that. I do not. I believe he's overhyped. I don't believe he could be a definite wide receiver 2 on a fantasy team. He might even be a high. He might, worst case scenario, he's a high end flex player in my opinion. Best case scenario, he's a low end one, but I see him more as a low end wide receiver 2. That's what I see him.
In a 12-man league, he would be the 12th man's wide receiver 1 right now because he's going as the 12th wide receiver off the board. And I'm telling you right now, if I had JSN as my wide receiver 1, I'm skipping him and I'm taking Tyreek Hill.
Yeah,
100%.
Absolutely.
Sorry, Dalton. We kind of got off.
Hey, you're good, man.
Yeah. Go ahead and give your final player, Dalt.
So with a honorable mention, with the Raiders wide receiver room kind of looking, little iffy-ish. They got Jacoby Myers.
I was going to say, I like
Here I am.
Jacoby
Jacoby Myers
Myers.
is good. Jacoby Myers is good. No shade on
Jacoby
Jacoby Myers,
I
but it's
love
like,
Jacoby Myers from
other
last
than
year.
that, they got Trey Tucker. Not a terrible guy, but I
Not
think
a
they're
receiver,
gonna-
but they have Brock Bowers, who's
they do have Brock Bowers, and I think we're gonna get a rotation of like Jack Besh and Dante Thornton Jr.
I think it's Jack Beck. I think it's Beck. I think it's how you say
Besh.
that. It's spelled CH, but it's like Zach
Yeah,
with a CH.
Jack Beck. I think we're gonna get a good rotation of those guys, and I think they might be a little sneaky. Maybe like some late wide receiver.
I think
picks
we're
if you
gonna
see them on the board.
Well, Geno
can I-
Smith is. I mean, he's going to pass the ball a shit ton.
Can I just one little
he's-
tidbit before you finish,
Go
Dalt? I think Brock Bowers is going to play a Travis Kelce style in this offense, and he is going to play the Doug Baldwin role in this offense. Or from recent memory, the Tyler Lockett role of this offense.
Who?
Brock Bowers,
Brock Bowers. Okay.
the possession guy, the guy who's always, the guy.
I can't
who's
wait to
beating
see
the out
another year
routes.
from him.
Yes,
He was so impressive last year.
No,
right, Dalton,
anyway,
give
yeah,
it-
I was high on Jacoby Myers last year. I talked
like
about him
Jacoby.
a
I like
ton,
Jacoby
and I still like him this year. I've just kind of moved on a little bit, I guess.
We were proven right. He did good. All right, Dalton.
So, my number 1 is a guy who is kind of a consistent. He's like a good QB2 in fantasy. He's always done pretty good in fantasy. Maybe not really translated so well to wins on the field, but it is Justin Fields. I think with him taking a firm QB1 spot with the Jets, I think we're gonna see another good year from Justin Fields, and I think he might be worth maybe a jump if you're needing a QB and you see Justin Fields. Don't feel too bad about snagging him.
I mean,
I don't hate it because of his rushing upside at all. Like his rushing upside is tremendous, and he is going as the 18th quarterback off. And if I had him as my backup quarterback, I don't think I'd be
Wouldn't
that
feel bad.
upset at all.
Yeah.
so I
He'd be a
will
great
say
backup.
I have made it very universally known on this channel and throughout my entire football fandom since he was drafted. I think Justin Fields is not an NFL quarterback. He is not an NFL quarterback.
He doesn't believe in him. He doesn't believe he exists.
I don't believe that he can lead a team successfully as a quarterback. As a playmaker, however, Justin Fields is electric. Justin Fields is dynamic. And Justin Fields can run the ball. So I will say,
kind of likes him just a little bit.
The only season he did play 15 games or more in, he was top 10 as a quarterback in fantasy. So mark Justin Fields. And one of my other guys who was on my short list for this video was Breece Hall, because of the value Justin Fields adds to Breece Hall of taking pressure off of Breece Hall in the run game. Because Fields can run it, that will take pressure off of Breece Hall naturally, and Breece Hall will have an elevated season because of that, on top of the fact that he's now playing in a run-heavy offense. And last year with Breece Hall, he finished, I think, RB18 in a terrible offense. So I think sky's the limit for Hall, and I think Fields plays a role in that. I don't love Justin Fields as a quarterback. I don't pick him as my starting quarterback weekly. You have to have top 5 defensive play to win consistently with him as quarterback, and that's just what it is. But anybody else got anybody else they want to add before we hop off here?
Nope.
Just a quick Ricky Pearsall if he gets healthy, Tank Bigsby, Bashal Tootin, Keon Coleman, and Dylan Sampson in case Quinshon Judkins doesn't get figured out for the Browns.
Still draft Sampson anyways because he's better, but you didn't hear it from me. All right.
One that wasn't mentioned would be probably Travion Henderson.
Travion Henderson. All right.
New England. So
yeah.
I'll throw him in the mix.
Throw him in the bucket. All right.
Yep.
Like the video, subscribe to the channel. We'll see y'all next time. Peace.